Violent protests have rocked the Bolivian capital, La Paz. The violence comes just 6 months after President Rodrigo Paz Pereira took office, ending 2 decades of leftist rule with promises of market-friendly reforms to revive Bolivia's struggling economy. Explosions echo through the Strait of La Paz as Bolivian miners engaged in a fiery clash with the police. Security forces responded with tear gas after protesters tried to push their way into Plaza Murillo, where the presidential palace and the vice president's office are located. The protests mark a dramatic escalation after weeks of social unrest. A worsening economic crisis, fuel shortages and rising food prices have angered working-class citizens. Miners, farmers and other groups say that they are struggling to survive. Some demonstrators are also calling for President Rodrigo Paz to step down.
We do not want dialogue or anything. We only want the resignation of the president no matter what. He leaves the good way or he leaves with social upheaval.
The Bolivian government claims that there is a political motive behind the protests. In a televised address, a presidential spokesperson accused allies of former President Evo Morales of inciting the unrest. Listen to this.
These leaders, who serve former President Evo Morales' political interests, agreed not to engage in dialogue and continue telling Bolivians that the only way out is to break democracy, to overthrow a president elected by popular vote, who was legitimately elected and has been in office for only 6 months.
Rice has expressed support for the protesters on social media. He said the uprising will not be halted until structural demands such as fuel, food and inflation are addressed. Bolivian authorities say they have tried to negotiate with the protesters, but those talks appear to have failed to calm the unrest on the streets. The government is now facing pressure from both protesters on the street and the political opposition.